Hey guys! Welcome back! This is History of Digimon Digital Monsters Season 2, Episode 5 of my show. But this is about Episode 4. Now before I start talking about it, I just want to mention this is the last, well, this is the second video for the year of 2015 and stuff. And I really do hope these videos for 2015 do good. That's what I'm hoping for them to do, is to do good and stuff. Anyway, now I think I'll get into the actual episode. Sorry guys, but before I do, I just want to mention one last thing. As you remember in the last video, I told you guys what my next couple of projects were going to be. I just thought I'd do that one last time. Anyway, getting into it. This is History of Digimon Digital Monsters Season 2, Episode 5 of my show, but this is about Episode 4. Now, Episode 4 in the English dub is called Iron Vegemon. And the way this episode starts off, Davis, Tai, Agumon, and Demon, and along with TK and Kari, freeing some Gatsumon from one of the Digimon Emperor's prison cells. This video will have to be. Oh, before I continue, I just want to mention this video will have to be under 20 minutes, I believe so, and stuff. So if it's at 21, I might have to redo it. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. I'll try to keep it under 20 minutes and stuff like that. Well, try, but if it gets to 20 minutes, I may make it like maybe just 20 minutes and some seconds and so on. But let's hope it doesn't get to that, guys. Anyway, continuing on, basically what happens is before Beyond let the Gatsumon out, he kind of makes a joke saying let's rock and stuff, and then basically what happens is after that, he, they get the Gatsumon out of the prison cells, and then Davis is saying if that's the kind of fight that Digimon Emperor is going to put up, is going to be over in the first round. And then TK says that something's weird, and Tadamon's wondering what he means by that. Tadamon's wondering what he means by that, as I said. He said basically what he means by what it being weird is basically the fact that there was no guards around and stuff. It was wide open. It was too easy for them to get to. And then Davis tried to tell TK that he saw one look at their moves and turn in red tail, and then he tries to get Kari to agree with them, but then Kari agrees with TK, saying that the Digimon Emperor is not the kind of person who will let them get away without some kind of plan and story. And then while they're walking up to get the Gatsumon out of the digital world, Gatsumon looks overhead and she notices this weird black kind of tower thing. I guess I can explain to you what those things are. The black things that are in the areas later on are what's known as control spires. Now, technically, Ken thinks that the control spires were built by him as the Digimon Emperor, but they weren't actually. They were just basically for this, well, he is the one that's using them, but then he finds out that he wasn't the one who actually created them, basically. I'll explain that later when I get to the episodes where there's the first half of this season, as I stated, from episode 1 to 21, they fight Ken as the Digimon Emperor, but for the rest of the season, he's basically their ally, like I stated. And they will fight a new enemy, but I won't explain who that new enemy is right now. I'll explain it later. And, anyway, getting into it, the Digimon Emperor said that the next one should be up right there, and he said that now's the time to let everyone know who's the boss and stuff. And he tells Galamon Digimon captives, that, basically, he tells Gabumon and a bunch of Digimon captives that the control spire that he's built is the most dominating object in the digital world, and he wherever he builds one, the Digimon in that area will be under his control, and it is useless for them to escape. Those who interfere will have to deal with his soldiers, and then Gabumon's wondering how he got himself into these kinds of things, and then it goes into the scene in the human world, and Yoli's freaking out, and then basically Davey said that are they crazy bringing the Gatsumon back to the digital world and stuff, and then Tai is basically saying that they didn't have a choice, they couldn't leave the Gatsumon there for turning them into slaves and stuff like that, and then basically what happens is that they're wondering what they're gonna do if someone sees them, and then Cody said, if like Mr. Fujiyama sees them and stuff, and then basically Cody says that basically he'll tell Mr. Fujiyama that he's doing an art project, and the Katsumons are three of his early masterpieces, and then he only says that early rejects is more like it and stuff. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's funny, that's funny. I just thought it's kind of funny. Oh my god! Oh my god. Sorry about that, guys. But before I continue, like I said, this is History of Digimon Digital Monsters Season 1, Episode 5 of my show, but this is about Episode 4. I just thought I'd get that out of the way for you guys one last time. Anyway, where was I? And then it goes into where Matt is. He's doing a concert with his band, and then he shows up where TK is, and then basically he's saying that just because he has a rock band doesn't mean he can hide a band of rocks that are really Digimon and stuff. And then TK says that his brother can use them as his backup singers, and he says that they sound too gravelly. And then this girl shows up. Now that's actually Davis's sister and stuff. I'll explain more about her. Like Davis's sister, I don't know if she was one of the. I know she's in the second season, but she's not one of the main characters. She's more like a side character kind of thing. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. And then she wants Matt to autograph her T-shirt and stuff. And then he introduces her to TK. And then basically what happens is he gets her to autograph it as well. And then because she says that she gets all of the cute boys to autograph it and stuff. Oh my god! And then basically they get this SOS message from the digital world through Gabumon and stuff because Matt's Digivice hacks up, and then basically what happens is what happens first is Gabumon causes an uprising using the Gazumon. He blasts a wall using his wood blaster attack and manages to escape. But however, Red Digimon reappears. And as I stated, I referenced this back when I did the first season. I kind of referenced the second season a bit. As I stated, Red Digimon's special attacks are known as Chili Pepper Pummel and Stink Jet. Now, since Red Digimon is kind of like a old character from Season 1, I probably won't put it in this description. However, I will probably put in the description of the control spires and stuff like that. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. And also Davis's sister is introduced and so on. I just thought I'd get that out of the way and stuff. And then basically what happens is, what happens after that is Gabumon telling to try and stop them, and he calls him stinky and stuff, which is kind of true because he's kind of the stinkiest Digimon in the digital world. And then he said, and Red Vegemon basically tells them that they're trying to escape. He gets to have a taste of their root, his root, and he has root rot, and he uses this thing, whacks them a bit, and then later on he whacks Gabumon, and he falls into the river, and he says that his fur is dry clean only, and basically what happens is he tries to contact Matt through through TV, and then they get the message about Gabumon, and that leads into the other stuff that I stated with the Gatsumons and stuff. And then basically what happens is they go into the digital world and stuff, and basically what happens is but before they go in, Izzy asks Zoe if he can borrow her Digivice, and he's saying, she's wondering why, and he said that it's obvious that the new kids' Digivices are the only things that can open the portal to the digital world. Their old Digivices can't do the thing anymore. It's probably because their adventures are kind of over, but the new adventures are just beginning and stuff. That's my personal opinion on that. And then basically they go into the digital world, and then after that, when they're in the digital world, Yoli contacts them on the computer saying that she has to go over to Izzy's to get her Digivice back, and then she'll be right with them and stuff. And then basically what happens after that is, David's telling them to stay in touch, and then, Gabumon's wondering why those things that are on top of the TV are called gravity, or why do they call them cat ears and stuff, blah blah blah. Anyway, then they find Gabumon, and then Matt's wondering if Gabumon's okay, and he kind of makes a joke saying that he'll never look at seed and vegetables the same way and stuff. And then they start walking over to where the red Vegemon are. And then Patamon says that they're being guarded by the Vegemon and watch out for the Digi-Sludge. And then basically what happens is after that, that's wanting Patamon to tell him everything he knows about Red Vegemon. And then Davis basically says that it's too dangerous. Anyone, especially Kari, to get hit with the Digi-Sludge, and then he says TK's name wrong again, and they walk off, and then later on, Davis is basically saying that TK basically said that he saw Davis's sister, and then he starts saying some bad stuff about his sister, and then Matt kind of snaps at him, and then basically he's saying that, and then later on he's saying that it's his sister, and he'll mouth off to her if he wants and stuff. And then Kari basically said to him that that's enough. You can't like someone who disrespects their brother or sister and stuff. And then he said that Kari loves him and hates him and blah blah blah. And then Davis realizes that Demon's upset, and then then Digimon tries to cheer Davis up by fighting the Red Vegemon and stuff. And then later on, while they're fighting, Red Vegemon uses the punch that cracks the control spire, which then allows Gabumon to Digivolve to his champion form. And then Digimon armor Digivolves, and they defeat Flamedramon and stuff. And then Agumon's wondering how Garurumon was able to change from Gabumon into Garurumon, and he said that he's not sure. And then basically, Patamon saying that, Patamon is basically saying that he thinks that when Red Vegemon's punch cracked the control spire, it would free from his power, and then Armadillomon has Armadigivolve to Digimon to destroy the spire for good, and then Yoli realizes what it is, and Hawkmon's inquiring to what she's talking about, and then she said that basically the spire acted like an electricity rod. The Digimon Emperor set it up to distribute power all throughout the area and stuff, and then she's asking Izzy if her theory is right, and Izzy is basically saying that she's quite impressed with her theory and stuff like that. And then basically what happens is they go out of the digital world, and they realize that there are a lot of other places with spires and stuff, and then Greymon destroys one other spire, and then basically what happens is the Digimon Emperor says, "What? A spire was destroyed? It must have been those kids." And then he said that it doesn't really matter, because that area that it was in was pretty unimportant in the grand scheme of things, and within a year he'll have the entire digital world under his control and stuff, and everything in the digital world will become enslaved forever, including those kids. And then they realize that they got a lot of work to do because there are a lot of spires in the area, and that's kind of basically where this episode stops. So again, if you guys like this video on YouTube, just please give it the real. But one more thing, after this episode, we'll have 4 more videos to go before we finally find out the true identity of the Digimon Emperor. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. I just thought I'd get that one out of the way very quickly. Now, as I was saying before, if you guys like this video on YouTube, just please give it the real best you guys can. And I'll see you guys next time. Keep it digital. Keep it digital.